Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Box, the Technical Trader. It's Tuesday, November 1st. Charts of the day. We're going to show some of the ultra shorts and a few select longs today. Give you an idea of what's going on. The indices had another slam dunk day, although the futures are slightly higher. We may get a little bit of a bounce tomorrow. We still have had significant movement in the ultra shorts. Let me show you. We had a big reversal on FAZ that took it down from 82.5 to 35.5 inside of about 3 weeks. And it finally reversed 2 days ago. Today it gapped up and through this declining channel and is up near resistance at around the 47 range. That's my target. There's secondary resistance up around 51, 52 zone. We may see if it can extend across 48.5, which is across the 21-day. We may see further upside, maybe even as high as the mid-50s before we get a pullback. But it's going to be very difficult to determine that until we see what the action looks like. Key overhead resistance, though, up around 51.5. On the long side, AKRX had a big day today. You'll see that on the channel here. It's been continuing to do well, but today broke through the key lateral price resistance and touched the top of this channel. Nice move up from 885 to 1035 before closing 989, up 90 cents or 10%. Volume was very strong, 5.7 million. That's the biggest volume we've seen, at least going back the last couple of years. So terrific day for that. Leap, LEAP, had a significant snapback session. Took out its declining tops line and closed right about it. It got up to about 828 before backing off to 771 when market caved in the afternoon. Still up 76 cents or 11% on 8.7 million shares. And it broke to the 50 today and lateral price resistance at the declining tops line. So maybe we can see this stock get up towards 9-10 zone. And that's what my short-term target would be if we get a follow-through. Back to the ultra shorts, the TZA. Also snapped back for 3 days in a row from about 27 up to 34. Declining tops line is right in the zone here. We may see resistance, but if it does get up through this level, I'm looking for 36-ish, maybe 38 as the resistance level before we get a pullback retest. ALLT, another long, acting very well in here. Over the course of the last couple, 3 weeks, it's gone up significantly. Broken through this line here. Pulled back for a couple of days, tested. Today jumped 8% or $1.08, and it's up against the last week's high. Looks like it could continue, and the target is 16.5 zone short term. GNRC had a big day yesterday, and today it followed through, although it did back off from 24.25, closing at 23.23, only up 1.6%. But the volume was strong, the strongest in about a month, and it's this new all-time high territory. Ultra shorts again, TVIX. You can see broke the declining channel. Moved up with a gap today, a big one. It got up as high as the 50-day moving average on the daily chart, up at around 61.60, and then back down to 57.22. Still up a whopping 11.82 or 26% today. Big day for that. Volume was the heaviest we've seen in a couple months. And there's key overhead resistance up around 67, which would be a short-term target. That's about 10 points from here. If the market does fall further, I expect to see that. ENOC, a very strong day today, a significant price volume surge breakout of a big major declining tops line and up through the 20, but failed at the 50 and backed off just a tad to close up 106 or 12% on 843,000, which, by the way, is the heaviest volume on an up day since around mid-August. So good day for that stock. We'll see if we get a move through the 50-day and extend. If we do, expect to move up towards 11.5. Back to the ultra shorts, EDZ, which we mention often. You can see has come all the way down from 38 down to 16 and snap back to the 21 range in the last couple, 3 days. There's resistance right up in the zone. There's a declining tops line that comes in right at that level as well. So we're up against resistance. We can punch through here. The target would be 24.25 zone. NBIX had a big day today, punching through this line of resistance. Up a whopping 16% over 102 on nearly 1 million shares traded. At this point, it looks like it can extend, and if it does, we'll look for somewhere between 8 and 8.5. And lastly, today is the VXX, which, like the TVIX, broke its channel and moved back above the declining tops line and the 21 and 50-day moving average to close above that, and a gain of a 581 or 14.5% today on 44.8 million shares. There's some resistance just above here in the 48 range, right up about this high, but if it does continue to move higher, I wouldn't be surprised to see 52 short term. And that's some ideas for tonight. You guys have a good evening.